D.A. will join us tonight on the sideline. D.A., it's all yours.
Thank you very much. Now the calls to shorten the NBA season continue. One NBA president has even suggested a 58-game schedule. And for the playoffs, one and done. He says there's a reason people tune into every football game. The college tournament in 63 games gets more TV money than we do in our entire regular season. The more drama, the more TV ratings, the more money. Kevin?
What's not to like? Everything makes sense. Rest the players, more practice time, and all the things you just talked about. Maybe DA, less is more. And thanks for the report. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Makur out there with Doumbouya. Then there's Hayes, and it's Livingston in at the 2 spot. And for Dallas, we've got Luka, and it's Porzingis in at the 4. And Clark, don't you have to admire the way the Mavericks are always looking to compete?
Yeah, I like that, Kevin. It's a good point by you. It starts at the top of the organization. I mean, the team has really avoided any kind of lengthy rebuild, to their credit. They want to win, and this team is definitely capable of doing that.
Now, here is George. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Porzingis able to use that 7'6" wingspan to full effect, beating everybody to the board and then quickly cashing in.
Hayes finds Livingston. Second shot opportunity. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. Tries again. Hayes, no good.
That's the 3rd straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
Here's Porzingis. Detroit with the rebound. And this matchup with the Mavericks, it's the first meeting of the season.
And really, this is a team that expects to step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
And you look at how they match up. Certainly you could see them losing, but you would still expect them to come away with 2 wins.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. That free throw good from Porzingis.
And staying healthy for Porzingis has been a challenge over his career. Not uncommon for players standing well above 7 feet.
From 10 feet out, it's tipped.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Bates, no good.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Porzingis with the block.
When a guy has a 7'6" wingspan like Porzingis does, it's just tough to get away from him or get by him. That allows him to block a lot of shots.
And in New York, even before his injuries, the front office voiced concerns about Porzingis' ability to stay healthy.
Well, the track record for players 7'2" and up, not great. And today's game demands more movement from big men than ever before.
Here's George after the basket by Detroit. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by George. Porzingis has got 8.
This is why Porzingis is special. I mean, exceptional accuracy from range for a man of his size.
Here's Makur over Porzingis. Nice D from Porzingis. A pass to Porzingis. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Well, what an athlete this Porzingis kid is, man. I tell you, you put the rock anywhere near him, and he's going to throw it down.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit.
And you watch the way Doncic runs this offense. He's become a master at the pick and roll. Incredible to see someone run it to perfection.
Now here's Hayes. Pass to Doumbouya. And he banks in the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Doncic finds George. Shoots the 3. Another 3 for Dallas. And with Doncic in the pick and roll game, he's so good at such a young age.
It's amazing how well he reads the defense. But he can also freeze the defender or create confusion with that hesitation. He has all the tricks to run it.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
And the basket by Makur.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. And at this point of the season, Greg, many coaches still are maneuvering their lineups, trying to find the right formula.
Especially the younger team. There's no real established pecking order, and guys can be wildly inconsistent from night to night.
And Hayes throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Hurt's shot is good.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Hayes. Here's Makur. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock him down from the line.
Top of the key, Porzingis. Over Makur. It's rebounded by Livingston.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next three quarters as well.
Allen with the rebound.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
And that one, no good to start him off on the night. Pistons trailed by 5. Down low. Here's Makur. Makes it off the glass. Makur's got his third basket of the night.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Hayes with the steal. Here's Livingston. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Pass to Fisher. Here's Doumbouya. And Makur the bucket on the assist by Doumbouya. Makur's got 10 points.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Stolen by Doumbouya. Here's Livingston, and that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
Here they come, your D-Town crew. That was your junior D-Town crew.
5 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Hayes, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's his first trip to the line.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Splashed them one after another. It really was quite a display from the stripe. Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you've got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. The Pistons on top as they end the first quarter with a huge surge, an 18-5 run. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Pistons.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second quarter. You've got Cook, and it's Love in at the 2-guard position. The pass to Gillespie. Here's Houston. Good D by Miller.
Does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Offensive rebound.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Cook, good.
That mid-range jumper is just another one of his weapons.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Lines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, from the step back to his attacking style, some have compared Luka Doncic to the Beard, James Harden. There are some similarities, Harden said. Being able to dictate and control the game like he does, he never lets anyone speed him up, and he gets what he wants. Back to you, Kevin.
He always has. They're both pretty fun to watch. David, thank you. To the middle. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Terrific accuracy on that pass. That's how you lead your teammate.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. And you talk to the great ball handlers, and they say, Greg, that footwork is an underappreciated aspect of it. Why is that?
It's like a dance. You're eluding the defender mostly with your feet. The ball handling part is just making sure the ball comes along for the route.
Fisher's checked in for the Mavericks. Luka Doncic comes in for Jalen Brunson.
Doncic taking pride in setting the table for his teammates. I love his unselfishness.
Passes to Gillespie. To the wing right side. Shot clock at 6. Houston, and the layup's good off the glass. Houston's got his first points in this one.
Well, that time he got the defense off balance with the well-timed pump fake. Nice work.
Ring shot on the way. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Gillespie, the pass to Jump. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Pass to Bates. Now George. The three. The rebound by Cook.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. You got to do more than that to keep the ball out of his hands down low.
Exactly. I mean, deny him the ball in the first place. Don't let him get it.
Now Fisher. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Bates, good.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Love against Doncic. Love the pass to Jump. Picked away. And Doncic with a clear path to the hoop. And Doncic throws it.
Opportunity to cash in and didn't let it go awry.
Love inside. Guarded by Doncic. Nice D from Doncic. The shot. No good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
I love the defensive concentration so far in this one. They're getting out on shooters and really doing a great job of disrupting the rhythm.
Hey, I know analytics shuns the mid-range game, but I tell you what, these guys have the shooters that can knock them down, and they're making it pay tonight.
Here's Gillespie. Lays it in off the breakaway. And the Pistons lead by 3. And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Poke loose. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Allen, that's good.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Now here's Love. 5 to shoot. Over to the wing. Here's Gillespie. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
First personal foul.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And they have yet to
miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
That one's good, and the Piston lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Miller.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Here's Gillespie. 5 points in the game. Brunson with some nice D. Doesn't go that time. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Pistons lead by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Jason, a hard-fought first half. How do you assess the game so far?
We're going to need everybody. And the one thing we got to do is we can't settle. We got to keep attacking and get the ball in the paint.
Use that length to your advantage. Thanks, Jason. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. It was a closely contested first quarter for Detroit. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. The second quarter saw them lose just a fraction of the lead they held at the end of the first, as they're now ahead by 2 points at the half. Kenny, what's your take on Detroit so far?
We have to love the second unit. I mean, the effort they displayed, they're doing much more than giving the starters a break. We're seeing real intensity from them, particularly on the offensive end.
And Shaq, what do you have to say about the Mavericks?
What impressed me the most was the effort they put into the offensive glass. Second chance points really added up for them. Fighting through box outs, battling for position, they owned the offensive boards.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
Get out of your seats and on your feet.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. The Pistons lead it. They've got Porzingis, and it's Bates in at small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
Here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
Boy, it's so impressive you see Doncic at his size handle the ball the way he does. As a defender, he can really put you on your heel.
The Mavericks shooting 52% for the 4. Nice work so far from them. Here's Makur. Another shot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. For Detroit, they have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
At the line for the Pistons,
So he gets them both. Mavericks trail by 4. Throws it up high.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Shakes him. Porzingis with the block.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Doncic doing a nice job showing you some sneaky explosion and athleticism on that throwdown.
The Pistons have gotten just 1 of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Here's Hayes. Makur with the ball. He's against Porzingis. Makur misses.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
He could have walked to the basket.
From deep, George. And the rebound goes to the Pistons.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
And one more look at that fantastic Mobile One drive.
And a close game like this, you've got to dig deep and just find a way to make things happen. Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
First trip to the line for him here.
Really a good season for him overall last year when you look at the number, 83% from the line.
And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
Good on the shot.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Pass to Bates. Covered by Hayes. Here's Bates. 6 points for him. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Look at the handles. Gets through the D and then powers it home.
Such a pretty move inside. Clark, how do you stop that?
You don't. I mean, as a defender, you got to just stash that one in the memory bank and make sure it doesn't burn you the next time.
Dallas making a switch here. Allen's checked in. Livingston, that's good.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Perhaps the case simply that some kind of motivational speeches at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
Knocked away. Got a piece of it. Fisher dishes to Allen. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Short. That's good.
Nice job hitting him right in stride. Excellent play.
For Detroit, they've gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Hayes the pass to Makur. Over Fisher.
2 minutes remaining.
Fisher grabs the board. The Mavericks trailer. Outside for George. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Here's Makur. Detroit, no good that time either.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face. Good to see a player going all out in the game this time.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
1:30 left to play in the third. Here's Hayes. Uses the glass to finish the lane. Hayes has got 4 points this quarter.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminded me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
The 10-footer. Second chance shot and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Second personal foul.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pistons?
As soon as you turn it over on them, they're off to the races. They have been absolutely relentless in the open floor.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Luka Doncic, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Miller's got rebound number 8 now on the night. It's stolen by Makur. For the finish, and the dunk by Makur.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Livingston. Miller grabs the miss. Miller's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scale.
And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. The Pistons on top, up by 2. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for the Pistons, we've got Hayes, Makur out there with Doumbouya, and it's Livingston in at the 2-guard. Porzingis with the block. Doncic outside. Offensive rebound. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Boy, you know, guys, the combination of strength and height for Porzingis allowing him to take on physical defense much better.
Hayes, no good. Dallas leading by 3. Doncic finds George. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off. Moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots in this stage. Never mind the layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Porzingis passes to George. Inside. Lets it go with the 3. Detroit with the rebound.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Here's Porzingis. And Makur sends it back. And he gets it back. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The Pistons have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Stolen by George. Wants to get it to Doncic. And does. It's blocked. It's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. And the Mavericks call time here.
And a wise move to call timeout there. They need to settle down a bit. They've been playing out of control at times here. It shows with their turnover number.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Jason Kidd went over with his team. He said, guys, we don't want to play hero ball. We don't want to take threes that aren't there. There are better options when you run the offense all the way through. Evan, we'll see if they can make that adjustment.
Thank you, David. Here's the pass to Livingston. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Boy, Coach has to love seeing Porzingis scoring like this. I mean, he is totally locked in so far tonight.
Hayes finds Livingston, looking to end his cold spell.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
Puts it up from 12. It's good on the putback.
And they've had the advantage tonight on the glass, and that's another big one.
And in a close game like this, it can be won or lost on the boards. They've got to keep it up.
To the paint. And that one drops.
Number 50, the assist.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Here's Bates, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Unbelievable jam from a player who's given us more than his share of greatness in his time.
You're right, Greg. Defense was nothing but an afterthought on that drive to the hoop.
Well, I don't think anybody wanted to be the guy at the end of the wrong side on that coastline.
And it's blocked, and they'll get another chance. 4 on the clock. Porzingis with the steal. Knocked loose. Right side, George. Banked in off the glass. And it's a 7-point Dallas lead. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Dallas.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off on them from this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
I love the fact they've done tremendous work on the offensive glass. A lot of second chance opportunities as they've kept that ball alive.
Not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
In a game this close, this late, That kind of D is clutch.
It is. And then, Greg, to go in for the flush. Oh!
My goodness. And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. Got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call it ladder climbing.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
But, you know, if nobody's going to put a body.
Oh, that was terrific.
Good.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Livingston, no luck.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Livingston. First personal foul. First team foul.
12 seconds left in the game. And that's an intentional foul.
Number 2.
And no good is the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the
First
second.
personal foul.
He can't make the second free throw either. Missing both. Timeout call the Pistons. They're trailing by 5. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Kristaps Porzingis.
Sensational game for him in terms of shooting efficiency. He's taken nothing but high percentage shots. That's how he's managed to hit over 60% from the field. I mean, making just about everything he's looked at.
Really good job on the inside that time. I mean, he had to work for that rebound. He got it done.
So we see the Mavericks get the win here. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
We can't wait to see you.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you later.